can't get better than a freshly made scone, clotted cream and lemon curd. Believe me, it's a masterpiece.
If you let me know so we can get the good side.
There we go, look, the troublesome twosome. Walking home from work, walking home from... This is really hard to do.
I know, imagine using like a vlog or oh, but you have to walk in style. Like
Charlotte's
that.
words of wisdom. Imagine if you were a log walking like this. It's so small behind, I can't even... She's ducking down. Anyway, serious stuff this, serious stuff. I haven't got my tripod again, so it's all wonky.
You need like those things to stabilise your...
I've got one!
Selfie stick.
Now, just for ease of start, I have gone with cutting the paper. It's a lot thicker than I'm used to working with, but here we go. It's trimmed out, and you'll see me do the first piece of my own work in here. But it's I've gone with the bold print, the gold and the navy. But this, obviously, pre-stick is going to be difficult to work with, so we'll see how it goes. Now, you're not going to see this because I have no room, so I would like to show you a bit more. But as you can see, the edge of the porthole there, basically, it's gone on, no bobbles, it's nice. There are a couple of little air pockets down, but you can lift it and pull it back. There is a little trick, you can just stick the Stanley blade in it and stick a little tiny prick. But I'll try and avoid that one. But the best way to get around this porthole situation, say, well, how do you measure it, is you would cut from the inside edge down and across, which would then give it flexibility and like triangulars here. And then once you've done that, you can feed it nicely around this edge part and just kind of cut it back once you push it down. I will probably try and show you a bit more on an easier window, but for now there's no space to video this small section as it is, so bear with me and I'll show you what it looks like after. wallpapering at 11 o'clock at night, and yet another rainy day in Manchester. But it's very peaceful. So what we think has happened is air has got into the pump system and the pump may be dead. So looking at the prices, they're sort of 380 to 400 pound, which is a bit of an ask at the minute, a bit difficult. So without knowing the full extent or having the people sort of that we have on hand to fix it, we're looking at one on eBay that's been used as basically just a trial. It got put in and then taken out, and they went with a different system, so it's quite cheap at the minute. So we're looking at getting that one. Otherwise I continue to have no water. Let me see the bottle in the sink. I'm filling up 2-litre Pepsi bottles with water so that I can obviously have some general water and then fill in the kettle for the heated water. So currently no water, still no gas, although gas, I have made contact with them and they'll be dropping some gas on Tuesday, so that is a week away. But again, showering and things, I've got work, so it's not the end of the world. So it has been a rather difficult week, leading from last week into this week, but we're getting there. I mean, I'm not too fussed about the things that have happened. It's minimal stuff, and like I said in previous videos, quite used to slumming it a little bit now and again. Stop saying Pete, stop saying I don't even know I'm doing it. I keep saying never. We'll work on that one. So yeah, no, it's quite good. I've done it again. That one I missed. Forget that. We'll carry on. Got the heater on at the minute because we've been out in the walking, and he's just stood up because I'm talking randomly. So he's a bit wet again. We've got the heater on, so we've got the electric heater. It's quite a good one. It's quite economical, so it says. We'll find out when the bill comes. And I'm going to eat something now because I'm bloody hungry. I just got to decide if, after I've done my little bit on the internet, if I'm gonna start maybe some of the lounge area wallpaper. Now, the seating thing came up a lot, and what I've ended up doing, I'm gonna try it because you can always go back, is I was searching on Amazon. I'm an Amazon and eBay fiend, and I found quite a compact 2-seater sofa, but this one actually lifts up out and there's a storage in the sofa seat, so I thought that'd be quite useful. Plus it's on legs, so you can put some storage boxes underneath if you need to as well. There's no way around it, I will have to probably go in and sort of tread around the corners to get to the bathroom bit, but again, I'm used to small space stuff, so I don't mind that. Then again, it's gonna come. I'm gonna see how it goes. You can only try. It's trial and error. So we'll get a new pump. That's probably looking likely. I tried to call the manufacturer, but I was too busy at work until gone 5 o'clock and they were closed. And then we're going to go through the week, see what the mooring situation continues to be, and if that kind of rectifies a bit quicker, and then I'm able to sort of do a bit more here and there and get more organised. I have all my insurance, I have the canal licence, etc. So it wasn't that cheap. I thought it'd be a bit cheaper, but it wasn't that cheap when I got it. So, end of the pump scenario so far. It might not be the end, but it's kind of there. You'll have to excuse me because people walk past a lot. The best I could do without getting into some kind of a shop, or I've had to use a towel as a curtain. Right, so yeah, I thought a good idea would be to phone the manufacturer of the pump, explain what's happened, and see if I initially thought there must be some kind of a shut off if this situation were to happen. They said, yeah, there is a shut off. I was like, oh, that's good to hear. So they said there's a couple of things you could do, and I said, well, you know, I'm not very good with plumbing and pumps. Is there an engineer or something? So they got on their database, they found a fitter who I've contacted, who's Manchester area based, and he sort of messaged me, said send the details, kind enough to give me a tip of find the plug for the pump, and if, although this is going on a lot now, find a plug for the pump and turn it off for 10 minutes because there's some kind of reset from doing that. So I've traced back the plug under the units and the kickboard, come back after walking the dog for 10 minutes, let him have a wee, and boiler and water's back, which is great, but it's still doing that intermittent bzzz. Maybe it's just filtering the water through. I'll ask him about that. But all in all, a piece of good news. I had to carry that god almighty heavy box across the way, which is a nightmare, but it's here. See the microwave's on top of it at the minute, and the place is like a bomb site because I've had to get all the stuff out of the cupboards. But all in all, I'm now going to build the sofa, because sitting on a wooden step for a week and a half nearly is not great for your bum. It's not very comfortable. So wish me luck. Let's see if this is as easy to assemble as they tell me it is. I think you must be a genius. 10 minutes off. Water! Unexpectedly early delivery. This, my friends, is my sofa solution, assuming that I've got the right measurements. Just one small problem. Not so small. I need to get this from here and the boat facilities all the way up there. But the problem is, I've got to go all the way up there and all the way around, or all the way there and all the way around, because the middle swing bridge is broken. So we've made it back onto the boat, and the very heavy, it was really heavy box. It's a very nice passers-by offered to help me on the last leg of the journey, because I was starting to struggle that last bit. But a sofa in a box is not an easy carry. So unexpectedly, it's come 2 days before schedule. Sort the dog out, have a drink and put it together, see what happens. Now, Parsley's fascinated. He's like, what's going on? But here, my people, you see a compact sofa. You can just tell here by its size. It's 2-seat. It's pretty generous for what it is. There's a little sneaky thing with this one. So I'm not going to bore you to death with filming me building a sofa, but I'll give you the after, and then we'll reveal one of the things that made me buy this. But it's a lovely little sofa, got it from Amazon. Let's see how this goes. Again, excuse the mess, because I've obviously had to get a lot of stuff out. But look what I found. A sofa, that even with that space there, that could go a bit further over. Small 2-seater sofa that fits in this tiny space. Now, if anyone's wondering, I'll just do a quick walk. Like, obviously these are here and out of the way, but look, you've still got walking space. So, all in all, not a bad find from Amazon. I think, I've just got to remember, but this cost about 150 quid, 140 quid, something like that. So you had to put screws in each one, as you would do. It has legs, so if you want, you could put some small storage box under there. But here's the real thing. You take off the cushions, which will take time to poof up because they've been a bit squished. What is a premium on a narrowboat this small? Space. Ta-da! It's a storage seat. So now, got plenty of space under the sofa. So that's not bad, is it? I've got a 2-seat sofa to sit on and extra storage. Beautiful. Alright, it's not going to be the comfiest, it is quite firm. I think it'll work for us, won't it, Parsley? The narrowboat journey continues. And as I keep saying, who said you can't have a few home luxuries in a smaller space? When you look hard enough and you're prepared to put in the time, you can do anything. Yes, you can. So finally, for the first time, I can actually sit on something when I'm eating and when I am doing my work, and I have the TV dead ahead. Yes. He's so needy. So needy. What are you doing? High five. High five. Good boy. High five. High five. High five. You can't, yeah. High five. Hey! Now you are going to get roars of fame on this channel. Well, guys, it's getting late. I need to eat something. He's already eaten. He's beat me to it. So I'm going to chill out on my sofa. I'm on the sofa. I'll see you in a minute. If anybody sees any of the bits that I buy, usually they come off Amazon. Pretty good on Amazon and eBay. I'm an eBay fiend. Just let me know, drop a comment, because I can always post the links of anything of interest if anyone's in a similar situation to me and they're searching. If you see something I've got, could save the search for you. So just let me know. Don't mind that. Give me something to do in between all the work and stuff. And all in all, this night has been successful. So it's a thumbs up for tonight. Hey, not bad, not bad. So, yep, as I said a little bit before, dinner time. Take him out again before bed. Just sit here, I think, and reply some of your comments. Any questions generally, you know, fire them at me. I have replied to every comment. I don't think I've missed any. But when you're on the YouTube Studio app, compared to the normal YouTube app, sometimes they don't always show like for like. But I check both. It's just nice to chat about life and boat things. Thanks for all the support. Really appreciating some of the comments, and the people are actually watching some of my hotel and singing videos as well as the boat stuff. So thanks, guys, really appreciate it. It's great to keep the interactions, and nice to know that people are showing an interest in my little life. You may notice, actually, apart from work and this boat, I don't really do a lot. I'm a bit of a hermit these days. I do know people. I do actually know some people, so I'm hoping that when I'm less busy with this initial boat move, I will manage to get out and do some stuff. And you know, I was quite new to Manchester anyway, less than 2 years, and meeting people when you are my age and you're working is not always easy. So the friend groups is more like, I go on the meetup apps and it comes up with all these different things. Anyone else do that? You know, anyone else know that app? You know, if you're bored, people post up dinners and nights out and things. I met a few people around from that. But yeah, all in all, I do live a quite calm, quiet life these days. So I will drop more about that as we go on. But I've got plenty of footage, even now, for probably the next 2 episodes. It's been so busy over the mooring last week and all the rest of it. Keep going, bear with me. Hopefully the progress is good. Thank you to the pump man. I don't actually know his name, but again, the guy that fits pumps and knows a lot about them, and he sorted me out and gave me that advice. He's also going to send me a gas, kind of a guy that lives on a boat somewhere. He's also a gas guy. If you need any of these contacts as well, quite happy to sort of put them out. I did with the joiner. He's been very friendly and helpful. He's coming back soon. And if anyone is in the Manchester area, anyone moving here or anyone around, happy to try and help with the things that I do know. And if I come across the contacts, I'll try and sort you out as well. But dinner time from me. Ah.